dubbing today is we're going to be dubbing over an episode of a show called D. Gray Man. You've heard of it. This is episode 8. And, we're going to run this kind of loose and dirty. And how many of you were in the Voice Actor 101 panel? Okay. So in that panel, we talked about auditioning and what you can do with your voice. I think I'm just going to avoid that this time. I don't really need to tell any of you guys how to get into the business because it's a really long-winded story and it doesn't work for each specific person. So let's not worry about that. What we are going to do is I'm just going to run you guys through one by one, and each of you, hopefully by the end of the 2 hours, are going to be able to, will have done at least a line off of this show. Cool?
Cool.
All right. Let's start by previewing. Let's imagine that we are in a voiceover session. And in fact, why don't we close that door over there, because it's kind of loud anyway. Wow, that was amazing. It's like voice control. Oh, almost. Door open, door closed. Door open. Door closed.
Clear.
Okay, cool. All right, let's just imagine that we were in a dubbing session here. You guys are all the actors that we're going to be using on this episode. Now, granted, if we were actually dubbing, only one of you would be here to be recording their lines, because when we do these actual dubbing sessions, because of the timing that's required, we can only bring in one actor at a time to do this. So let's pretend the voice actor for Alan, Todd Habercorn, has come in. Hey Todd, what's going on? How are things? Oh, it's Star Wars. Oh, that's cool. I don't want to talk about Star Wars anymore, but I really love it. All right, we need to get started. So what we would do is he'd get into the booth, put the headphones on, blah, blah, blah. And then say, okay, our first scene is, you're right at the very beginning of the episode, so let's go ahead and preview the Japanese, which is what we're going to do. And we're going to try our best. We may have to actually, we'll do some magic here or something. We'll try our best to allow you to be able to see the English lines as they pass by in the Japanese, if we're fast enough and we're good enough scrollers. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. And then they say, let's just skip over this one. Let's get to our, closer to our first cue. You guys have seen this already, and if you haven't, we will watch this here in a minute. But let's skip more to where we're going, around. Look at the script right here, just to know what you're looking at. It'll have a line number here, the name of the character here, and a time code, which this number here corresponds to that number on the top left-hand corner of the screen. That's how the engineer knows where we're going. That's how everybody knows how to navigate through a session. So I can go to 0101-5228. So that's our first. Well, actually, that's our third Allen cue. Can we scroll up just a tiny bit here and see what our first one is? That's at 0134 right here. 01, that's an hour, 1 minute, 34 seconds, and 20 frames. And let's set that up and put all, if you could, leave all the 3 pops in there, the 3 tones. What he's doing is putting the beeps in there, so every time you hear 3 beeps, that's indicating that we're going on to the next line, so we'll actually know when to scroll and stuff like that. So let's go ahead, give the pre-roll about 3 or 4 seconds or something like that. And let's take a look. think we got enough there. So since we're just recording Alan, we're going to stop right there. And that's actually about as much as we would probably preview and have the actor do at one time. So let's scroll back up to the top again. Thank you very much, Kel. Scroll back up to the top. Let's take let's analyze this line for a second. This is probably one of a voice actor's favorite markings on the script. MNS-off MNS. Those are our two favorite things. MNS means mouth not shown, and off means off camera. So mouth not shown would mean you'd like see his finger, or you'd see his arm, or you'd see the side of the person's head, or you'd see the back of their head, or